Hey guys, God bless. I'm going to take a minute here just to from the current study I'm doing about forbidden fruit, and just I posted a video from Carrie Ann Giddens. She's from the UK. Um, I met her here on YouTube. I'm a Revelation 12. I love Revelation 12. It's a big study that the Lord has laid on my heart. She had several visions concerning Revelation 12, so it's kind of how I got to meet her. Got to meet her on Facebook. We've talked a few times here and there. Um, and she has this, like she says in her video, has this laid on her heart to help the poor. Well, as some of you probably know, when you get on Facebook and you post things about the Lord, and you start to attract a different crowd than probably what you're used to. I know all my old friends are, I say old friends, they're still hanging out there on Facebook, but my input and topics and things that I discuss have changed compared to what I used to talk about and what I used to engage in. It's now as what I like to call the Lord's Facebook. Um, I don't post anything really about me, and I rode 100 miles this weekend, or I went kayaking this weekend, or I did this at work or that. It's to me that's all irrelevant now. Um, my Facebook is dedicated to the Lord, dedicated to sounding the alarm. And with that type of information and with those things going out, I've attracted believers from all over, to include people that run orphanages. And at first, I was very, very reluctant to support some of these because, um, as you know, it's very easily to get fooled. And you know, the as I started to pray about it and ask the Lord if this was from Him, I received answers. And I'm going to give you one simple answer to a prayer. So I friended this guy named Asha who runs a ministry in India, an orphanage, and he had asked me for money. And I was like, well, I can send him some. I mean, I'm what's $50, really. So I sent him some money. Let me apologize. Let me go back first. So I'm clear up north, up in Pennsylvania, and I'm helping my friends, my neighbor and good friend of mine, his dad move. They have a huge garage, clock parts. I mean, just the most unorganized garage you can imagine. And I was going to clean it out and pack everything up for him and help him move. He's an older guy, and so I'm helping him move, and he's like, "Hey, I want to give you a couple $100," and I'm like, "Well, no, that's not necessary, and you know the whole argument, no, yes, no, yes, no, goes back and forth. Finally, he's like, "I'm giving you $200. Can't say nothing about it." So anyway, I was up there, and it was also my birthday, so I was up there and I was kind of sightseeing the area of Philadelphia and different things, and um, uh, I just prayed. I was like, Lord, I don't know about this Asha guy. What do you want me to do? And I was like, I have $200. I'm willing to give it to him. I don't need it. This is unexpected money for me. And the Lord answered my prayer. I couldn't believe it. So I look on Asha's page, and this lady had posted and said, "Hey, Asha, I have an unexpected job come up where I'm going to make $200. It's also my birthday gift to you." So I was like, okay, if that's not an answer to prayer, then I don't know what is. So I ended up sending him the $200, and we've been friends now for 3 years on Facebook, and several others have joined, and I don't want to get into each one, but I support several of them, and it's become a burden to me because I can't weigh their needs. I don't know who's without food and who's without water and who's without clothes, and I can't adjust, and I only have so much money. So what me and this lady decided to do, Carrie Ann, was get together, pull some believers together on Facebook, and come up with a page that's transparent that we can collect money and send it out as the Lord directs us. And it kind of, to me, it kind of alleviated the burden of, okay, I don't have to worry about who's getting what. I can just send it to this pool and they're going to distribute it. Well, I kind of became part of that. So it is what it is. And if this is where the Lord puts me, then I'm a servant. I'm gonna serve, and I'm gonna be obedient. Um, I will share another thing with you. As you know, the Lord has shared wonderful things with me, and I'll never forget one time I asked Him, "Lord, what are you going to share with me this weekend?" I'm camping. I brought my Bible. I'm ready to study. What are we going to learn? He's like, I want you to read Matthew, and I want you to highlight every command I said. And I was like, okay. And I started going through, and what I realized as I was reading it, it kind of chokes me up because, um, you know, it's it's not enough that we're um, believers in Christ and repentant and doing His will and all these things, but God has given us marching orders as a commander in the military would give his soldiers, and that is to help the poor, to help the widows, to help the needy, to not turn a blind eye, um, all these different things, and to be watchful, of course, and all, to be watching, to be counted worthy, praying to be counted worthy. All these things he said, they're not just, hey, if you guys don't mind, could you? No, these are commandments. These are direct orders from our God, from our Creator, to do these things in this world. And so, with that, I want to share, and I'm going to tell you another thing that the Lord showed me as well, real quick here. And it's a verse, because I had a verse, and it's like, these people are asking for money. And I was like, I don't feel comfortable with people asking for money. And I asked the Lord about it, and this is the verse He gave me. So let me do a quick search here. Let's see. All right, guys. It says, "Give to him who asks of you, and do not turn away from him who wants to borrow from you." That's Matthew 5:42. And I was like, okay, all right, there's my answer. Um, so, because I had some that would several times ask me, and I get it. You only have so much money, you only have so much stuff, you only have so much time to get to the store, to send a Western Union. You don't know, you got to put all these things in God's lap. You got to say, Lord, look, I will give, I will happily give. Please give me the means to give. And so I think this is one way God's showing us to give us the means. Give to him who asks of you, and do not turn away from him who wants to borrow from you. Matthew 5:42. And there's others. There's the Bible as much as I do, that there's so many things about helping the poor in the Bible, and the needy and the sick and the widows and the orphans. I mean, it's laid out. It's laid out as much as anything else in the Bible. I mean, it's there. So anyway, here's how you can help. I will close the video that she put up on my page. I will also put the email address. You can send her a direct payment by email, and that'll go right to an orphanage, every penny. Or you can friend me on Facebook and send me a message and say, hey, I saw your YouTube video, want to help out, and I will add you to the group. It's a private group, so you got to be added. I'm not going to force anyone to join. And you can do that route. And I've enclosed my Facebook link below. Okay? Guys, thanks, and be blessed. And, I hope the Lord lays this on your heart, because there's several people in need. And I think we pull together, we could definitely make a difference for these guys. God bless you all. Take care.